Shaken. An addiction counselor at a treatment center has been accused of driving drunk and killing 31-year-old Phillip Moreno. He's going to be buried this Wednesday. We are grateful to have his sister Yolanda and brother-in-law Marco are here for an exclusive interview. Also joining us, there are two attorneys, Kevin Danesh and Sean Banafsheh. Marco, thank you, gentlemen, for allowing us to talk to your clients. We do appreciate it very much. Yolanda, you look stricken.
Yeah.
It was your brother we're talking about.
Yes.
I'm going to have Marco tell the story first. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Marco, you were actually at the scene. Tell us what happened.
Yes. I got dispatched about 1:30 in the morning to go out and basically do my job. I work for the city of Torrance and for traffic and lighting, so whenever there's an accident as big as this, they send out to put cones, especially when they're doing investigations. I went out and put out my cones as usual and let them do their investigation, but as I was standing there, I noticed a shoe on the floor, and it was across the street from the branch office bar, and I figured, well, maybe I know somebody there since it's so close to...
It looked familiar. That shoe looked familiar. Even.
Yeah, absolutely. And I started asking more questions to the officer, like, what happened, this and that. And I go, you know what, my brother-in-law goes to this bar a lot. You know, he likes to go to this bar. And he said, well, the person that got hit was 31. Well, my brother-in-law's 31. And he just asked me for his name, Phillip Moreno, and he just told me that was the person. So unfortunately, he told me I couldn't make no phone calls because I kind of went in shock a little bit. I didn't know what to do. He said, don't call nobody.
Were you close with the brother-in-law? Somebody?
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, we used to go and have a few drinks in that bar also. So I basically just had to wait until they were done with the investigation and then notify the family.
So then you went home, and that's when Yolanda found out?
Yeah. I went and I told my brother-in-law, Daniel, and then I went and had to tell my wife.
What was that like for you? You said you were in shock. Were you just numb? Or were you
definitely numb. Definitely.
You seem a little still numb now, is that?
Yeah. I still can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Yolanda, how about you?
I can't believe this is like a really bad nightmare.
There's even a weirder twist in this, isn't there? Sherry, the person that who is an addiction counselor, who relapsed, obviously, drunk, drove with your brother on the windshield for 2 miles? I mean, she was just that out of it that she drove with somebody lying on her car hood?
I would guess.
Yolanda, she's actually somebody you had spoken to before.
Yeah, I mean, I went to one of the family nights when he was being treated.
Who?
Me. She's my counselor.
She's your addiction counselor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're an alcoholic?
Yes.
And you were in treatment. How many days sober you have now?
43.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And this must have challenged that tremendously. I mean, we'll get into that later. I mean, that's just, for you, just a shattering, no doubt. I'm sure there's a lot of legal issues involved. I see you guys straighten up as soon as this issue of a caretaker endangering the well-being of another one of their clients, quite literally. You had actually spoken to this woman before.
Me? Yeah. I actually went to a family night because she said it's good to, support, and I wanted to support him, so I went. We spent actually 3 hours together doing like an exercise on how I can open up with him and, share with him why, if I'm angry, how it's affected our marriage.
So she actually did a couple session with you two.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when did you find out this was the woman that had killed your brother?
Oh, my God. So after my husband broke the news to me at home, we went to my dad's house, and then we all went to the hospital. And then after the hospital, we went to the Torrance PD to see, what's going on, who was it, or if they can give us any information. And they're really good with us. And I don't know how many minutes into it, but they let us know who was involved. And he just went, because I knew her name was Sherry, but I didn't know her last name. So when they told him the name, it was like, he looked at me and I'm like, no, because I knew her as Sherry, and when they said Sherry Wilkins,
Marco,
yeah, Marco
went ballistic.
He just couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it.
What are you feeling now?
I'm so angry. I'm so angry because all this time she was trying to help Marco, and who knows what she was doing. I'm so angry.
So you question everything she did. You don't think it was just that one night that she relapsed, Marco? You don't think so?
I don't think so. I mean, I think she had her own little demons. She had when I went there, she had a cup. I mean, who knows what it was. To me, she never looked right. I always questioned how she was. She called me a few times to make sure, I would go to the family night, to support Marco and.
Tell us about your brother. Who is the man that she has robbed us?
Phillip was he was those type of people where everybody loved him. Everybody wanted to be around him. He knew everybody. He was a well-liked man, real loving person.
Did he have kids?
No, he didn't have any kids.
You guys have
wasn't
kids?
Married. Yeah, we have
Did he have a
4.
relationship with them?
Oh, yeah. He had a really close relationship with my sons.
How are your kids dealing with this?
They're sad.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking it a little hard. They were close to him. He loved video games. My sons were into sports. They loved sports. Phillip was a big Raider fan, big Laker fan, loved Kobe Bryant. I mean, he had a really good bond with them, and she took it.
She stole all this from you. I appreciate you being here today.
We're just,